Have you ever dreamt of going to Portugal, basking under the glow of the sunshine amongst all the vineyards, sipping on some amazing wines? Well, you're in for a treat today. I'm Ginger Walker, your host of this episode of American Dream TV, Selling the DMV. And today we're just a little bit west of Fredericksburg, Virginia, in the countryside of Bealton. And I'm at Morais Vineyard, where they're gonna bring over 100 years of winemaking experience from Portugal right here to our own backyard. Let's go take a tour. Come on. And now I'm joined by Susie, who is the events coordinator and marketing manager of Morais Vineyard and Winery. And so, I mean, this place is unbelievable. So I know there's the tasting room, but I mean, can we walk and talk just for a minute?
Let's go.
All right, so there's some beautiful, I mean, this is a feast for the eyes, but what is this building right here?
So it's actually a little chapel. It's a private event space that can be used and rented. It fits about 35 guests. A lot of the stuff that's in the chapel was actually brought in from Portugal.
Wow, can we take a peek?
Yeah, please.
Let's take a look. Come on. Now we're in the wine cellar and I'm joined by Vitor. Hi.
Hi Ginger.
I am so excited to see it. First of all, let me just tell you, it smells amazing in here. And it is stunning. I mean, this is beautiful.
Thank you.
You get to work here every day.
Every single day, yes. Monday through Friday and sometimes weekends.
I love it. Okay, can you tell me just a little bit of the history of the vineyard?
Sure. The vineyard is owned by the Morais family, specifically Mr. Joe Morais. He's a Portuguese expat that's been living in the US for 40-something years. His main business is construction, but he always, because he's so proud of his Portuguese heritage, he always had the dream, of owning and operating his own winery, vineyard and winery. And so here we are.
And you're from Portugal also.
I am from Portugal, yes.
So you come from a family of winemakers as well.
Correct. My father, grandfather, and great-grandfather were also winemakers, and so I kind of literally grew in the business, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. What, like the history of the recipes, and I'm sure there's a lot of like secret sauce into the recipes too.
Sure, yes. I cannot disclose any secret. I can let you know one of our secrets here is feet, which sounds weird.
Feet?
Because we do foot stomping on our red wines.
Like that?
Like the I Love Lucy episode, yes.
I can't do that, can I? You already did that, didn't you?
We already did. Unfortunately, we had an early harvest this year, so everything started earlier and ended earlier. So this is a wine thief, and we call it that because it literally steals wine from the barrels, and I'm just gonna give you a quick show of how we do it.
Okay, so how many gallons are in the actual barrel?
So these are standard wine barrels. They're 59 gallons, and 59 gallons means about 300 bottles, which is roughly 25 cases.
Wow. Tell us, can you give us like a couple of tips for those of us out there that are watching this that do a wine tasting and want to act like they know what they're talking about?
First you
sniff?
do a little sniff, and then you spin. Second sniff, and then you're ready.
Okay.
Just a little bit of wine. And then you can swallow. Of course, in wine, not everything is exactly the same all the time, but that's kind of a rule of thumb.
I feel far more prepared to go up to the tasting room
Let's
and
do
start
it.
tasting.
Perfect.
So, thank you for the lesson. That's
My pleasure.
amazing.
Thank you.
Again, cheers.
Morais Vineyards is truly a gem among Virginia wine country. Whether you're here for the wine, the scenery, or the unbelievable experience, it's one to be added to your list. And I always give you the most Instagrammable spot, which is right behind me. Sending you love from Bealton, Virginia, I'm Ginger Walker, your host of this episode of American Dream TV. Until next time.